Good evening and welcome to Nonsense Talk Live. This is Pallab Ghosh. Well, I am here with some of the updates in Sidhu Mossewala murder case. Before that, as you all know, his mortal remains were confined to flames today at the crematorium in Mansa district. His fans, his admirers gave him tearful adieu. His father was seen breaking down totally over the coffin, and he removed his turban to pay his respect to his son. Well, before going into the updates, one observation I want to share with you, and that's this. Because of late, we have come to know that this murder has international linkage also. In fact, the Goldie Brar, who is in Canada, is actually a henchman of Lawrence Bishnoi, who is right now in the secured custody in Tihar jail in Delhi. The question is, both of them have taken the responsibility by posting on Facebook that yes, they had done it, and Delhi police is on the prowl of nabbing the associated gangsters who are associated with Lawrence Bishnoi. But the biggest update of the hour, of the evening, is one Manpreet has been arrested from Uttarakhand. So it means this murder has a very big linkage from Uttarakhand to Saharanpur to Punjab, of course, and going outside to Canada. Well, of course, there are other linkages also, but I will discuss that later on. We should not also forget the manager of Sidhu, who fled away on Sunday itself after the incident, and according to sources, he is in Australia. So as I said, the link is very big, and it's at the moment definitely it's not clear because everything is at the speculative level, but one gets the idea because being in news fraternity, we have at least this much idea that when any development takes place like this, like Manpreet arrest, it's definitely from some kind of interrogation, some kind of leads the Delhi police or Punjab police must have received. Another big development is, of course, ADGP Punjab Police have been transferred. Earlier, the Punjab Police was going very slow. It was giving a lame reply that Lloyds take its own course. We are doing our best. In the morning, we saw a press conference by senior police officer DGP Punjab. But the question now is, who is behind this murder and why this murder has taken place? Because again, if we go through the sources, then it's believed that Sidhu Mossewala had some kind of inkling that he will be either killed or he could be facing such a situation very soon, because firstly last week he recorded a song which depicts the which the lyrics actually talks of the last rites, and the video shows the pyre, the burning of pyre, and his lovers, his admirers believe Mossewala wanted to give a signal that very soon he will be no more on this earth. Secondly, if Mossewala was confident enough that he would be killed, then why the hell he did not take his gunman and his bulletproof car, which he actually used for traveling on that fateful day? This is a very big question. And also, when his father came to know that his son had left behind the gunman home and taken the jeep, which we have seen in the video with the bullet marks, he immediately rushed and was following his son's cavalcade, son's jeep actually, because there were a few more cars. So one thing is very clear: Mossewala was being followed. Mossewala was being threatened, not on just a few weeks, but he was being threatened for last many months. Now the big question is, why Punjab government? And of course this question is directly to Punjab Chief Minister Maan, to Aam Aadmi Party convener Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, and Raghav Chadha. Why Mossewala's security was withdrawn just a day before? Well, as I said, there are numerous missing links, and numerous missing links will come up because this is going to be a very complicated murder case. But for the time being, we should focus on Manpreet. He could be a henchman only. He could be just a henchman, and kingpins are just forwarding these henchmen to dilute the case. But I think Mossewala's fan and Mossewala's admirers, who were seen today in tears at the crematorium singing his last creation, last song, will not let this slip so easily, like we saw in the case of the Bollywood actor, and how his fans actually took this case very seriously, and things were moved in proper direction. However, before summing up for today, I just want to raise one observation. As I said, this is a very big game plan, and this is also a very crucial and very serious development, because this indicates a suggestive gang war which is actually either brewing or has already built up in the northern belt, North India. And for the first time, like once it used to be Mumbai, where gang wars were rampant. In fact, almost daily there was a gang war. So like this, it's very clear that gang wars are getting, if I may use the word, it's coming into being, coming into fashion in the northern belt. Then it would be wrong, because if someone from Canada can trigger off what his master sitting back in Tihar jail instructs him to do, and then henchmen like Manpreet and others, like the one who has been nabbed from Saharanpur, who is also believed to be a very close confidant of Lawrence Bishnoi, then one has to say that things are really very serious, and the police department should and must be very active and totally alert, because if gang wars like this comes into being, if gang wars like this becomes a fashion in the northern belt, then things could be very crucial, because the reason is, this is the belt where politicians reside, where politicians stay, and where political developments takes place every day. Enough to trigger off a murder, enough to trigger off a personal enmity. I leave you with this thought for today. Think it over, give your feedback. This is Palagor signing off for Nonsense Live.